Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are well. Let me quickly fix that. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. Welcome back to a post-match reaction. We are live on YouTube, we're live on TikTok as well, and all of the social media platforms as well. Where do we go from that absolute, no easy way of saying it, shit show? It wasn't. It wasn't the best of performances anyway. It wasn't like, if there's one single positive to even speak about today's game, it was genuinely a mess. From minute one, I can't turn around and go, yeah, look, we 100% deserve to get anything from the game, because we didn't. Look, Atalanta battered Liverpool. They outran us, they outshined us, and it was a proper embarrassing performance. It was a proper embarrassing result as well. And one thing I should say as well, before we do even talk and continue on with the stream, for me, you have to give praise to Atalanta. They were brilliant. I can't sit here and talk and discuss about it was Liverpool's fault that we didn't win. No, like, Atalanta outplayed Liverpool from minute one to minute 90. And look, you have to give them praise, because they were spot on as well. But big up to Ozan as well, saying a horrendous performance. Con, yeah, 100%. Like, easily and without a shadow of a doubt. Hello, TikTok as well, if anyone's watching. But yeah, easily the worst performance of the season. No shadow of a doubt on that. Hard to see a way back in Italy if we keep playing like this. Yeah. I think plenty of people, I don't know if anyone else agrees, I think plenty of people will be saying that, look, Liverpool are out with the Europa League. We've been here before when we lost to Barcelona in the Champions League, but the difference between, of course, the two teams is ridiculous. Look, Liverpool this season, we've seen the best of us at times, but the last few games we've been abysmal. United in both the FA Cup and the Premier League. Sheffield United, we struggled tonight as well. We got outplayed and completely outran. But evening to Red Machine as well, if you're doing well. Mighty Red saying, hope this doesn't follow through to the Prem against Palace. You bloody hope not as well. If anyone's wondering why I'm talking to also, my phone and looking down to it, we're also streaming on TikTok. I'm trying to get so we can stream on yours, so then we can, you guys can see the Europa League visuals and so on as well. But big up Geordie as well. Hope you're doing well. It was a really shocking, mate. Yeah, it was really, really shocking. I think your players underestimated Atalanta team. Yeah, it could have been. I think, of course, with Liverpool being the favourite, Liverpool very much have been the favourite from day one, haven't we? With the champion, with the Europa League, sorry. And look, we didn't respect that. And look, you could say that this is a very negative show, but I should be speaking about Liverpool beating Atalanta tonight. I should be speaking about us, going into next week, where we should have a gap. And we should be, thinking about maybe even resting a couple of players. But so next week, you've got to go full strength. You've got to be playing Ali. You've got to be playing Trent. I'm surprised Trent didn't feature tonight. I know that obviously he brought on all the attackers. Jurgen did, but I can't see how, in a game where you're lacking creators, certainly towards the second half, why on earth you're not bringing on a Trent Alexander-Arnold, why you're not taking off Wataru Endo a lot earlier. I think Endo tonight was one of his worst performances for Liverpool. I think you can also say that by a lot of players as well. Like, I can't say that it was, just a, one person fault game. You can't say that. It was the entire team. Look, tonight, Atalanta battered Liverpool, and that's rare. It's rare we walk away from a Liverpool game saying that Liverpool rightfully got battered, and we did. They outran us, like I said earlier. They outplayed us, and to be fair to them, look, I can't say anything less than praise for Atalanta. They massively deserve the win. I think they only become the 5th team to win their first 2 games against Liverpool, which again is I think at Anfield as well, which is outrageous. I think the last team to do it was back in, I think, like 1913, I think it was. I'm not too sure who that was, but I did see a stat earlier on, which was, again, outrageous in that sense as well. But Roma Leverkusen would be the final. Potentially now, mate, 100%. City can draw away at Madrid. We can't even beat Atalanta at home in the Europa League. How are we even in the title race with City? Yeah, it goes to show, doesn't it? And it might now go into the Premier League. It might go where people are potentially now losing faith when even the players could lose faith. And it's not great. Liverpool are not in a great position at the minute, even though we are top of the league, even though, look at the Europa League is the Europa League. But in the space of 4 games, we've practically gone from being in the FA Cup, being top of the league, being comfortable in the Europa League. Look at it now when, Premier League, it's down to other teams now results. Obviously, we have to do our job and keep on winning. But we can't afford now another slip up from now until the end of the season. It has to be perfect from now until the end, and that's a massive requirement and request for the team to do, because at the minute, and obviously when you look at Jurgen's record throughout the last 10 games of the season, it's been pretty positive in that sense. But yeah, you do look at Liverpool's team and you think, wow, what is going wrong at the minute? And I don't know. I really don't know. But Zayn starting slow has become a recurring theme, hasn't it? Yeah, 100%. I think out of 50 games this season, we've conceded the first goal 20 times, which, yeah, is horrendous. The manager isn't avoiding criticism. The team selection was weak. 6 changes is far too many. Yeah, 100%. You wouldn't do it in a Champions League quarterfinal. And I know that obviously people were saying that, again, Harvey deserved to start and Curtis Jones deserved to have his way into the team as well. But I think you look at the overall selection, again, even the in-game selection, I think Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool have been really, really good in terms of substitutions this season. And we've been very, very good and consistent in terms of bringing on the correct players at the right time. But for me tonight, I don't get, if Trent isn't fit, don't play him. Don't be on the bench. Simple as. Jota come on. Obviously, I think he managed to get a free kick somewhere towards the end, and we didn't really do anything from that. But it's also that sense of why isn't Trent on the pitch? For me, like I said, I think everyone had a right shocker tonight. Keller could have definitely saved a goal. Joe Gomez as well. This whole shooting malarkey in terms of him scoring a goal at Liverpool, for Liverpool while Jurgen's here has to stop. There was so many times tonight where Joe Gomez could have made a simple pass, goes on to shoot. It's unacceptable. I think rightfully something needs to be done in terms of us not making the stupid mistakes like we have been so far the last couple of weeks. We've taken, we could have battered United. We didn't. Decision making was poor. Tonight, decision making was poor. I know people will go back to the Nunes chance that Darwin had quite early on. That could have made it 1-0, could have completely changed the game. Of course it could have. I'm not saying otherwise. But come on, and I'm going to say that, come on. Like, tonight was shocking from us from minute 1 to minute 90. And, hopefully Sunday it doesn't go in now to the league form. But it could be now Liverpool's last chance to win something is the Premier League. And yeah, it's not great, is it? But Klopp, he could easily rotate against Atalanta. It backfired. Yes, it did. I was on 100%. This can either wake us up or put us to bed. Yeah, it is that type of situation. 100%. I would agree. I suppose that is dreadful. Mo is past it. Keller was sloppy. Canate awful. Van Dijk awful. Our best two players were Gakpo and Robert. No, I don't even agree with that, Red Machine. I don't agree that Gakpo and Robert were our best players. I don't think any of them were. I think if it's going to be anyone, I can't name a single player that was good tonight. And it's a shame because you looked at the draw and I think all of us we went, oh, we'll take Atalanta, it'll be a tough game, but it should be a good performance. But no, and that's the thing. People need to give their flowers towards Atalanta. They were excellent tonight. They beat Liverpool on the press. They beat on 1v1 duels. They were excellent, and that is shocking. To go and to look at it as well, and to even look away from it and go, Liverpool don't get battered in Europe match. Of course, Madrid have done it to us plenty of times, but normally Liverpool in Europe have been good under Jurgen Klopp. And tonight we got shown up. We got battered. And look, as Red Machine did say in the comments, this could either wake us up towards the end of the league, and the league title could be a possibility, but it could also put us to bed. It could very well be Liverpool going on to completely capitulate. And when we speak about a Liverpool going to get, go to the next level and try and compete, it could sink us, and we could just fall away slowly. And again, I don't want to see that. I want to see Liverpool fighting to the last day of the Premier League, but that after that performance, all of them looked knackered and spade all night. But we need to beat Palace on the bounce and bounce back. If not, the season starts spiraling downhill quickly. Yeah, 100%. Again, this game tonight can make or break us, and hopefully it will, it'll make us in that sense as well. But looking at the game overall, let me quickly turn off. If you look at the game overall, look, Darwin had that chance, like I said, to make it 1-0. Could have easily made it 1-0 for us, but look, that one opportunity doesn't write a whole game. Liverpool going forward tonight didn't create enough. I'll quickly get up the stats as well on stream to show you guys. Let me quickly get up foot mob for you guys, because I think even the statistics tonight was awful for us in terms of the way they looked. And again, that's rare. It's rare for teams not only at Anfield but to batter us in Europe is, it's unheard of. It's I think it is our worst performance ever, I want to say, in the Europa League. I think it is the worst result ever for us as well. Let me quickly get up the stats for you guys over on YouTube. Again, apologies for anyone on that is watching on TikTok as well. If you're not following us on TikTok, then please go and do so as well. Anyway, but if you can quickly see it on screen right now, you can see right by there, Jesus Christ, 70% possession for us tonight. If you can quickly see by there. Again, 70% to 30%. Obviously, expected goals 2.58 for Atalanta, 1.84 for Liverpool, 19 shots in total for Liverpool, 5 on target compared to Atalanta's 7. Again, when we talk about consistency and when we talk about people going on to in terms of on goal, you look at Liverpool again, 19 shots, 5 on target, 3 big chances to 7. It's easily to turn around and say that we got battered tonight, and the stats don't lie. I can't sit here and go, yep, 100%. We didn't deserve to lose. We didn't deserve to suffer from that, but look, at the end of the day, we did. We deserve to lose, and rightfully so as well. I can't sit here and say not as well. But of course, I think even Jurgen has said after in his press conference tonight that again he can't take anything from the game because it was that bad as well. But I think, to be fair, I think I'm being calm in what I was laughing when the goals are going in because it was just so bad, wasn't it, chat? Like, it was really, really bad. The fact that, again, we shouldn't have lost that game as well. But not ideal team to match on Sunday. Palace love going away to big grounds and getting points. Yeah, 100%. They've done it plenty of times against City, haven't they? But Goosen as well saying rubbish. Yeah, 100%. It was 1,000%. And Atalanta are average team. There was no energy tonight at all. Nothing but flat tires. Yeah, 100% agree. We had the body, but with no energy. Yeah, 100%. And that's true. I can't turn around and say that it isn't true. It's 1,000% true. Like we just didn't show up, and I can't turn around and say that we didn't. But also as well, I know that Red Machine mentioned in terms of Gakpo and Robbo. You could sit there and go, oh yeah, and you could try and fork out the, this player had a good game or that player had a good game. No, like, I can't sit here and go, oh yeah, this person had a good game. They didn't. Normally after a defeat, we can say that this person had a good game, but not one player tonight. I thought, if we're going to criticize any players in particular, I said Wataru Endo had a real stinker of a game. Kostas Tsimikas had a real stinker of a game. But I will be reasonable in terms of Kostas and in terms of other players that came into the team. Obviously, Curtis Jones coming back into the team, and so on. But for me, Kostas was awful, and he was truly awful in that first half. The first goal for me, Darwin's pressing, Gakpo's pressing. For some reason, Kostas comes flying at I think it was at Costa. I think he comes flying at, completely misses him, completely misses the press, and then they go on to score. Obviously, Keller should save it. I'm not saying that. Obviously, their second goal is similar. It comes down the left-hand side. I know Robbo's now playing. I know that Virgil obviously came over, but they were great goals. The second goal and the third goal, they were clinical. They took their opportunities. I wish Liverpool could do that. I really wish we could do that, because we, when you do look at the XG and you look at, and I know people go, oh, you can't really, judge anything from XG. I think, when you look at certain scenarios, I think at one point, I think, was it not Burnley, sorry, but I think Brighton, I think were third, I think, on XG back 2 years ago, which again, they've had a really, really good team, haven't they, chat? So, but XG isn't everything. But you look at City's attacking output, they've overscored this season. You look at Arsenal, they've overscored this season. Liverpool are bang on their XG, because the amount of chances we have compared to finishing the chances, if we had the similar the similar sort of XG towards obviously City and Arsenal, Liverpool would overperform if we could actually finish, but we can't. So the XG is right for Liverpool. I think we're literally bang on XG for this season in all competitions, which, yeah, it's really, really frustrating as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts. There's 29 people in as well. I know there's some people in on TikTok as well. So again, if you're new around here, hit the like button, guys, hit the subscribe button, and all that good stuff as well. Of course, if you could share out the stream as well, would be very appreciated on all social media platforms as well. But we'll give it 10 more minutes and then we'll shoot off ourselves. I know for a fact on Sunday we will be like, where was that on Thursday? Yeah, hopefully as well. Real Madrid. But again, we got to go Thursday. And again, it's possible Liverpool can go 3-0 away from home, but it's a tough ask. It's a real tough ask. Keller, to me, tried his best. Yeah, of course he did. But when you do look at Keller's fate, Keller had a massive black eye. And again, you don't know how that worked mentally into him. But everyone tonight just looked fatigued, mentally and physically. In retrospect, again, they looked awful. But watch us win like 4-0 on Sunday. Just be typical Liverpool. Yeah, 1,000%. Graham's in saying you should have played the kids because they couldn't have done any worse. Yeah, 100%. I can't argue with that. Like, look, genuinely, I can't. Because yeah, it's 100% truth. We definitely should have played the kids tonight. Andrew's in saying I haven't been yeah, no, 100%. Andrew as well, but back four not so fantastic. Yeah, and I don't get why Trent wasn't put on. You're looking for a creator. You're looking for that force to change things. You're looking for a bit of what's the right word? You're looking for a bit of creativeness from a player. Look, we haven't got that. Suppose they came on, and for me tonight as well. One thing I will say, I don't get the tactics tonight personally. I don't get. Was it meant to be a 4-2-3-1? Was it meant to be a 4-3-3? Was it meant to be a 4-2-4? Was it meant to be just a 4-3-3? I don't know, because there were so many times where Maka was deep, then it was Endo that was deep, then the two of them were deep, and then Cody Gakpo was coming into it. It just didn't make sense at all. From a tactical view, I just didn't get what Liverpool were trying tonight. And yeah, again, if somebody was to screenshot, the way we was and go, what formation will Liverpool playing tonight? I don't have a clue. I genuinely don't, because that was horrific. But Tsimikas is finished at Liverpool. I would agree, Doug. Even though I do feel a bit sympathetic for him in terms of, again, not being able to play. And the rhythm side of things, but yeah, he was awful tonight. But when Dan's going to get given a chance, I feel bad for him. He's shown more promise than Gakpo and Nunes when he plays. I don't really think. I think I think Darwin's been brilliant this season, but again, why would you take him off? I don't get why you would take Nunes off and take and keep Gakpo on. Personally, I don't really get it. No Big Mac tonight off the menu. Yeah, 100% Goose. But in my opinion, so is Mo as well. Maybe Thiago, Matip, Salah, Nunes, and Tsimikas move on. I don't know. I think Nunes definitely stays. I don't think he goes anywhere at all. Obviously, I'm not a fan of Nunes. I guess that, to be fair, not confident for remaining games now. Unfortunately, looked like they didn't care. Yeah, they didn't. No energy as well. But Yannick Zin is also saying he made too many changes for the game. He underestimated Atalanta, but I'm positive we can do it in the next leg. I would be amazed. I would truly, I would be amazed if Liverpool could even get a result away to Atalanta. I would be very, very surprised. I wouldn't be shocked, because it's the most Liverpool thing to do, to go on and get battered in the first leg and do the impossible. If there's one team in Europe that can do the impossible, it is Liverpool Football Club. And I'm not, I'm not saying that we can't do it, but again, 2-0, sure. I could see Liverpool doing it. At 3-0, I don't know. It will massively rely on the weekend. If we batter Palace and genuinely go on to then change the thought process about it, then we'll have a look. But if we just scrape a 1-0 against Palace, that's going to be even more of a what the hell type of sign anyway. But when's Klopp signing me as well? Don't know. Maybe in the future, Red Machine. I think we win 5-1 away, so then we'd win. Was it 5-4 in aggregate? Again, what was it? The Barcelona thing. Oh, if we score, then Liverpool need 5. Yeah, bloody hell. That's going to be a nightmare anyway. But I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Anyway, a big thank you to all of you guys for tuning into the show as well. Been going for 26 minutes as well. Look, for me, obviously we'll be back tomorrow with another show. Look, can't take any positives away from tonight. I can't sit here and go, look, it was a tough defeat, but we can go into the second one. But again, tonight was an absolute mess. Easily the worst performance of the season. I can't say otherwise. I'm hoping these Reds can get a shift on, and hoping that we can move past it for Sunday, because that's the big one for me. If we draw points against Palace, that's when I think we just go down. And I mean, like, in terms of mentally, we just completely sink. But we have to get a result now on Sunday against Palace. And it has to be kind of a proper result. It has to be like a 3 or 4-0, just to show people, like, look, this is what we can do. But of course, we'll obviously Ali coming back as well. Obviously Trent, Jota will hopefully be a bit more fitter as well come Sunday. So fingers crossed we'll have some good news in that regards anyway. But of course, if you're new around here, if you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on YouTube as well, and all that good stuff, then of course make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff as well. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, we can probably have more reaction off of this as well, and just speaking more generally about the game as well. Anyway, but until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. We'll see you guys later on. Ta-ra. On a scale of 1 to